Yo, what's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and guys, today we are taking a look at the 3 stars of the week for the week of December 13th, 2021. A pretty good list. We have a defenseman from the Colorado Avalanche, a forward from the Carolina Hurricanes, and a goaltender to lead things off for the 3 stars of the week. So let's get right into it. So every Monday in the NHL, they announce the 3 stars of the week prior. And this week, at number 3 is Devon Toews of the Colorado Avalanche. Guys, I remember watching Devon Toews with the Bridgeport Sound Tigers like 5 or 6 years ago. And I knew back then this kid's going to be a good NHL player. And here he is. He obviously moved on from the Islanders and is a very, very good defenseman, a top pairing defenseman alongside one of the better defensemen in the league, a Norris candidate in Cale Makar. And this is from the NHL. Toews topped the league with 7 assists in 4 games. So 7 assists in 7 points in those 4 games to propel the Avalanche to a 16-7-2 record, 34 points, which was a perfect week for the Avalanche. The Avalanche are currently on a 3-game winning streak. He recorded a pair of helpers in both a 7-5 victory against the Philadelphia Flyers and December 6th in a 7-3 win over the New York Rangers at MSG, December 8th. Toews then matched a career high with 3 assists, also March 13th, which was in Anaheim, a 3-assist game for him, in a 7-3 triumph against the Detroit Red Wings on December 10th, before being held off the score sheet in a 3-2 win over the league-leading Florida Panthers on December 12th. The 27-year-old from Abbotsford, British Columbia, native, has appeared in 16 total contests this season, pacing NHL defensemen minimum of 5 games with 1.25 points per game, which at the end of the day, he's got 4 goals, 16 assists for 20 points in the NHL. This is a guy that was a mid-round draft pick for the Islanders in the mid-2010s, and has turned into a very, very solid defenseman in the NHL. A smooth skating, great puck moving defenseman in the NHL. This is what they're looking for at draft tables throughout the NHL year after year. And when you see guys like Devon Toews come out of the NHL and turn into absolute monster players, this is a perfect example of that. Devon Toews, congratulations. I miss you, buddy, and I love seeing you succeed in Colorado. Even though the Islanders got 2 second-round picks for you, it's all right. You're doing great there in Colorado. All right, so the 2nd star this week, we're heading up to Carolina. The Carolina Hurricanes forward Sebastian Aho, not to be mistaken with the Islanders defenseman Sebastian Aho, but the real Sebastian Aho. The Carolina Hurricanes forward has been one of the best in the Hurricanes organization. Now, this is a guy that has obviously been a cornerstone for the Hurricanes since he was drafted. And this is from the NHL. Aho collected multiple points in each of his 3 contests this week, sharing the league lead with 5 goals and placing second with 7 points. 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points to lift the Carolina Hurricanes record to 19-7-1, which is 39 points, which is top 5 in the NHL. A 3-1 victory, a 3-1-0 week, which they're currently, I believe, on a 3-game winning streak. Aho also posted 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points, his 3rd consecutive multi-point game, a 4-2 victory over the Winnipeg Jets. He then scored twice, including his franchise record-tying 6th career overtime goal in a 2-1 victory against the Calgary Flames. Aho capped the week with 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points in a 3-1 victory over the Edmonton Oilers, making him the first Hurricanes and Whalers, so this is a franchise achievement here, making him the first player to do that since the 1993-94 season, with multiple points in 5 straight games, which is William Nylander's father, Michael Nylander, who posted a goal and 10 assists for 11 points in 5 games played. The 24-year-old Finnish native has skated in 26 contests this season and ranking 6th in the NHL right now with 15 goals, 17 assists, and that is going to put him up for 32 points this season in 26 games. That is above a point per game average. Sebastian Aho is the lightning in the bottle player that they need, the lightning bolt to their offense, and he makes players around him better. And that is really what you're getting from Sebastian Aho, and really what a player he has been in Carolina. And really, I know they are very, very happy to have Sebastian Aho in Carolina. All right, so this is where things, not that they get interesting, but this is what I've been talking about for a long time, all across the league, but specifically in Vancouver. Is this the beginning of the renaissance of 2020 Thatcher Demko, the first star of the week for December 13th of 2021 is Vancouver Canucks starting goaltender Thatcher Demko. Demko went 4-0 this week with a 1.20 goals against average and a .962 save percentage and 1 shutout to help the Canucks get to a 12-15-6 record this season, which is 26 points. With their they win their first 4 games under their new head coach, Bruce Boudreau. Demko earned his second career shutout, which was back in March 1st of this year against the Winnipeg Jets, a 27-save shutout with 31 saves in a 4-0 victory over the Los Angeles Kings. He then registered consecutive shootout victories, denying 35 shots, as well as both he faced in the tiebreaker in a 2-1 win against the Bruins, and making 34-plus saves in a 4-3 victory over the Winnipeg Jets. Demko finished the week by turning aside 28 of 29 shots in a 2-1 victory against the Carolina Hurricanes the other night. The 26-year-old from San Diego, California, shout out there. The native has played in 24 games this season, compiling a 12-11-1 record with a 2.66 goals against average and a .917 save percentage. And he also has that one shutout, that one goose egg to his name. A pretty impressive week for Thatcher Demko. Things have not gone well for him so far this season. It's nice to see him get some accolades this week. He has done very well for the Canucks and is kind of changing things quickly in Vancouver. The emergence of Thatcher Demko, Bruce Boudreau coming in as the next head coach. Is that all they needed to get themselves back in the thick of this playoff race in the Pacific Division? Just maybe they can do that. And they're going to need to rely on Thatcher Demko to do that, as well as Yaroslav Halak, the backup. They are going to need him to play in meaningful games as well. Thatcher Demko cannot play every single game, but it seems like the Canucks have kind of bought into